already back to back. Just now they're running on a midnight train. Back to back. Conscience is swimming to the air. Back to back. Can't now let anyone do it again. Back to back. I can no longer pretend. Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get by my dance again. Lazy down. What a heavy day. Now you hear the rumble from the ground, yeah. Trick, cheat, frog like clowns dancing round, yeah. So let it be, oh let it be, since I'm the traitor. 6 times knocking on the door, while a chance of God is standing back to back. Death time, they're running on a midnight train. Back to back. Conscience is swimming to the air. Back to back. Cannot let anyone do it again. Back to back. I can no longer pretend. Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get by my dance again. Lazy down. What a heavy day. With a clown and had a high old time. Nobody doubted he is true of purpose. Oh yeah. Not knowing we had given up everything we had lived. All odds and options, the next drop here in this dead end. That's the back. That's down the running on a midnight train. Back to back. Conscience is swimming to the air. Back to back. Plane is already on a jungle of pain. Back to back. It's now or never let down. Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get back to touch again. Lazy down. What a heavy day. Already back to back. Just now they're running on a midnight train. Back to back. Conscience is swimming to the air. Back to back. Can't now let anyone do it again. Back to back. I can no longer pretend. Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get by my dance again. Lazy. What a heavy day. it be, oh let it be, since I'm the traitor. 6 times knocking on the door, one last chance of God to send them back to back. Death time, they're running on a midnight train. Back to back, conscience is moving to the end. Back to back, cannot let anyone do it again. Back to back, I can no longer pretend. Give me a break you down, just while I get by my days again. Lazy down, what a heavy day. Contract with the clown and had a high old time. Nobody doubted he is true of purpose. Oh yeah, not knowing we had given up everything we had lived. All odds and options, the next drop here in this dead end. Back to back, step down the running on a midnight train. Back to back, conscience is moving to the end. Back to back, plane is already on a jungle of pain. Back to back, each time we're never left to stand. Give me a break, you're down. Just wanna get back like that's again. Lazy down, what a heavy day.
It's called Heavy Day. It is from a Guilty Gear soundtrack. It's from Guilty Gear Zerd Sign.
So let it be, oh let it be, says Holy Vader. 6 times knocking on the door, no response, but hey, you're ready back to back. Death time, they're running on a midnight train. Back to
What the hell did that? What the hell happened? Huh? Oh no.
Back to back, cannot let anyone do it again. Back to back, I can no longer pretend.
It is, it's really good.
Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get by my days again. Lazy down, what a heavy day.
Yo, what's up? I'm doing alright.
Now you hear the rumble from the ground, yeah. Trick, cheat, frog like clowns dancing around, yeah. So let it be, oh let it be, since I'm the traitor. 6 times knocking on the door, one last chance of God to send them back to back. Death time, they're running
Yeah.
on a midnight train. Back to back, conscience is moving to the end. Back to back, cannot let anyone do it again. Back to back, I can no longer pretend. Give me a break, you down. Just wanna get by my days again. Lazy down, what a heavy day. with that clown and had a high
Oh.
old time.
Alright.
Nobody doubted he is true of purpose. Oh yeah. Not knowing we had given up everything we had lived.
That's a good song. We have to go through more of these quests.
みのりのお話だよ。誰と遊ぼっかな。いってらっしゃい。
I've learned that this game has more supers than I would know about.
ないないない。飛ばしちゃうよ。
Alright.
みのり、鎮魂の夢に沈むの。任務開始。ねえねえ、トリックオアトリート。みのりちゃん、どうしたの？トリックオアトリートだよ。お菓子ちょうだい。急に言われてもな。あ、そうだ。ちょっと待っててね。忍び変身。
This is crazy. Yeah, that's really good. It's gonna get even more crazy in a minute.
鎮魂の夢に舞い散る。はい、きっちゃん特製
Yeah.
スイーツだよ。わあ、大きい大きいでしょ。でも大きすぎてみのりちゃんの口に入らないかな。入るよ。大丈夫？ちょっとずつ舐めて。
Oh, I think I killed her. Alright.
ちっちゃい。もっと甘いお菓子が食べたいよ。
Alright, good stuff.
忍びごっこの天才だもんね。
But yes, she uses the bucket.
ハッピーウラピーよろぴくね
Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Remo. Thank you.
みのり偉い。みのりは賢くなりました。
Doing the 3-person? Oh, the Hightail stream? Just bugged or something maybe? Probably, I don't know. Which moment?
遊びに行ってきます。任務開始。トリックオアトリート。何です？トリックオアトリート。ちゃんとした日本語を話してください。今日のおやつは何だろう。
Pancake. Uh-oh. May have killed her. Oops.
呪文が効いた。
Yes, the pancake. The pancake-oo.
みのり偉い。みのり強い子、元気な子。みのりちん、鎮魂の夢。
Alright.
任務開始。トリックオアトリート。は
あ
あ？お菓子が欲しいの？持ってないわ。あっち行って。シノビ変身。
Alright, got another boss thing.
両義、悪の誇りを舞い掲げるわ。鎮魂の夢に舞い散る。いつも持ってるじゃん。なんで今日だけ持ってないの？
Shit.
何言ってるの？いつも持ってないわ。時々胸にたくさん入れてるでしょ。みのり知ってる？まだまだ。うっそ。時々胸にたくさん入れてるでしょ。みのり知ってるもん。忍び転身。なんですって？でも今日はぺたんこだから入ってないの。この依頼、その無駄な胸に刻み込みなさい。大きくなった。やっぱり持ってるんだね。ほら、クリストしてなさい。まだまだ。まだまだ。どこを打ち抜こうか。
I'll look at something else really good, yeah. Ah.
どこを打ち抜こうか。まだまだ。まだまだ。
Uh-oh.
まだまだ。でもや、じっとしてなさい。空振り記念忍法。わかり。あんたなんてただの動く的よ。記念忍法。
Almost.
まだまだ。ほらほら、や。甘い。甘い。残念でした。
Lossless scaling. Framed him with 2 GPUs. Who the fuck runs 2 GPUs? So it'd be like encoding for Intel cards for like recording stuff nowadays. I wouldn't think that's a Linux issue. Like, nobody uses SLI configurations all that much anymore. Like, that shit died with Titan cards.
楽しくなかった。みのり強い新
Anybody who says Linux sucks for gaming has never used Linux to the extent of actually being able to use it. I think Linux is quite good, however... Yeah.
やっぱりキャンディーは美味しいな。
みのりさん、学校にお菓子を持ち込んではいけません。
When you said you didn't know what was missing on that for gaming, they were like, that's because you weren't that deep into it. On Windows, that can use dual GPUs set up with lossless scaling app, which isn't possible on Linux due to Vulkan. Which honestly is incorrect because there's a hybrid graphics driver stack that exists that you can use on Pika OS, but okay. To consecrate a whole GPU to be a frame generator. Also, there are apps like AMD Adrenalin, Ryzen Master, even something fan control, no equal on Linux. You have... What? That's just incorrect. Let me show you something. What the fuck is this? Yeah, core control too. I was about to mention that. Lacting core control. What? Like, do people not know that this exists? Lact is good for some things. Forget to apply your fan curve sometimes. Honestly, if you're gonna do your fan curve, just do your fan curves in your BIOS. That's what I do whenever I feel like messing my fan curves. I just go to my BIOS if it supports it, and I just change my fan curve there, and then I'm done. For GPU, I mean, the default is usually good, but you can still change it in core control, I think. Or someplace. Your default and your card way too conservative, like your edge temp hit 81 up for mark junction 90s and 80s. I think my card's fine. It's like 50 something. $53. And then on the streaming computer, it's about... Because I'm pretty sure there's more going on. About 56. Not bad, in my opinion. Now, underloaded probably hit like 70 or something. It really just depends on what your airflow is. It's like, because in all my cases, I have air going in, then I have air going out and going out back. high 60s, low 70s, edge 80s. I mean, as long as it doesn't get like the hundreds, you should be fine regardless. I don't even, the only thing I overclock on my systems is my RAM. But only if it needs it. If it doesn't need it, I won't do it. Like, I think I have SMP on one computer, and the other one just doesn't need it. It's already at the rate of control it needs to be at.
なんか変な匂いがした怖いよ帰ったら違う遊びしよっと
It just baffles me that some people will like try to just write Linux off like, oh, it doesn't work.
楽しくなかった
I think there's some configurations that work better with certain OSs though. Like I think like some people's computers might be better off on Pika OS, some people's computers might be better off on Bazite, some people's computers might be better off on like Cache OS, for example. Like it really just depends on what your hardware is and what plays nice with it. Which is a Linux issue. Hello Tommy, how you doing?
最終戦勝負トリックオアトリート他人から食べ物を恵んでもらうことほど惨めなことはありませんわ惨め何それ美味しいのまあいいですわこちら食べてみてくださいチョコから毛が生えてる失礼なこれは私が作った最高級スイーツもやしチョコレート
Process to a fault. Some have said micromanage since too much. Remember ADC was considered.
最高級スイーツと申し上げているでしょ
Yeah, I mean,
どうぞ
it really, the hardware's changed. Like old hardware, yeah, that would be dangerous. But new hardware, it's fine.
どうですの何か感想はさあさあなんてことこのシャキシャキした歯ごたえおやしいこれはみのりは忍びごっこの天才だもんね
Okay, that was the end of that one. Because like in your mind, silicon is silicon, right? But silicon got magically more resilient. Something. It really just depends on the hardware. There's a thing called hardware quality. With my RX 7600 XT, the hardware quality on the Sapphire cards are a lot different than the hardware quality on the Gigabyte cards. I read about it, and the hardware card, and I read about it a lot. The hardware quality on Gigabyte cards, for example, they are not as good because they use cheaper parts in comparison to Sapphire. So while you are paying a little bit more for Sapphire, you're paying for what you're getting. Both of my GPUs use, I mean, I think one of them is, I have to check, I think one of them's an MSI card, which MSI is still good. Let me see. I could be wrong. ASRock. ASRock is good. ASRock is good. The Sapphire cards are like the best. Like they have, yeah, used in 2020. Yeah, Sapphire cards are really good. Like Sapphire cards are basically what took over. Like how EVGA used to be really good for Nvidia. Sapphire is like really good for AMD. And then it's like ASRock. Then, you know, the other stuff. Never get an Acer card. Acer cards are fucking terrible. I got an Acer card once. It was a regular RX 7600, 8GB. I could barely do not. Even if I was on Linux, I was having issues with it. Never get. It was called the Bifrost Predator card. Never get that card. That card is garbage. The AMD card, the Intel card version of it, they're both garbage. They have terrible, terrible airflow. They have terrible, terrible coolant. You will have kernel crashes if you try to use that card. It is an AMD card, an Intel card, but still sucks. That is the only AMD card I would say never to get, if you can help it.
舞順じます鎮魂の夢に舞い散る正義とは正義とは正義とは正義とは正義を探し忍び転身正義を探していますねヨミさんは何が正義かをご存知ですかやってくれますわね正義は忍び転身
I like how the Shinobi transformations are basically different in every game.
正義はもやしと言いたいところですがお金ですしてやられそんなのダメです正義はもやしと言いたいところですがお金でしょうかお洋服が欲しいお腹が空いた重い病気になった結局こんなのお金が正義ではないと私は信じたいです全ては正義のため
Yep. Managed to get the Senran Kagura game on my phone, but I'm pretty certain most of the collaboration shit you can't even do anymore in it. You can play it offline though. It is sort of interesting, but
最高評価をいただき至極光栄に存じます
why did somebody try to call me? I'm getting so much, you know, I think it's crazy. The more you let me see here. The more you ignore the spam on Discord, the worse it gets. It's like they're getting fucking desperate to try to scam you out of your, like, you all of your accounts, basically. And they're getting super desperate. It's like I get messages. I got a message from somebody this morning. As of like Tuesday morning, because right now it's technically Wednesday. You know, saying that they're a certain streamer, but I saw the streamer was streaming, and I'm like, this isn't the person. The compromised account.
あなたにもやってあげましょうか必要ありませんなぜそんな必要ないことをやるのか理解できませんそこですかどうせもありません進め
Never get scammed shit. I get it all the time. I get it more actually now. That's the crazy thing about like social media and like stuff like that. The more you do on social media, the more people will try to find a way to try to get, you know, get rid of your try to get rid of everything you've done. It's crazy. I get it all the time. Somebody was like, "Oh, I found your, oh, yo, I'm a streamer. You're a streamer." Like, and the thing is, like, the thing is, like, how I knew the account was compromised. I clicked on the Twitch link, and the Twitch link actually brought me to the stream. And I went to go look at the stream, and the person's like, they're all hands are on like their computer. They're playing a game. But yeah, I'm getting messages from them. And I went and checked the username, like, oh, there's an extra A in there. This is either like an impersonating account or a compromised one. I was like, well, damn, that's crazy. I was like, well, aren't you streaming right now? And the moment I said that, they stopped talking to me. It's crazy. So I went ahead and blocked that account, but it's whatever. The thing is, they were impersonating somebody who was like representing mythic talent. Like, what? There we go. Oh.
教えてあげましょうか。強くなるためよ。私たちにとっては何よりも大事でしょ。いや、上手なのね。これこそがやってくれるじゃない。いや、上手なのね。
なんだかいろいろなところを触られましたが、これは正義なのでしょうか。目的は果たしました。さらなる修練を積ませていただきます。また力が増した新たな技をひらめきました。
I'm getting so many friend requests. It's crazy, but I don't know where these people are coming from, like Discords I don't talk in.
ユミ、鎮魂の夢に沈みましょう。任務開始。みのりさん、どうしたの？お菓子がなくなったの。どうしても欲しいの。そこですか。100連戦突破。
What's Windows for games and X for Word? Well, I mean, this is what you're trading off, right? Windows might have edge cases to where it might run a game a little quicker, but you're also dealing with more instability. At least with Linux, it knows what it's doing, and it can actually run a lot of games a lot better nowadays, and it's more stable than Windows. Like, it really just depends. Some people just have boomer mindsets when it comes to certain shit like that. Like just because it was true before does not mean it's true now. Things can change all the time. Yeah, but they're trying to feels insane to you. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's like in your BIOS, so it's kind of pre-configured stuff, which is okay. I just think that like my hardware is good enough that I don't even have to overclock it. Just because if you don't overclock your hardware, it lasts longer. It's been proven that that's the case. And RAM, it's kind of negligible, so it doesn't matter. You're just changing the speed. You told him to tend to lock in one configuration, leave it preferences efficient over max performance. I'm a power user, right? But I do like performance, but I like my performance to be stable. I prefer stability for the most part. Ryzen for years, never noticed a real drop off. It really just depends on your hardware too. It depends on your, if your hardware's like super good, then it will be negligible. My hardware is like mid tier for the most part, because I'm using like the bare minimum GPUs in my computer, which is basically Ryzen 7000 series GPUs. I'm using Ryzen 5 3600 is really good, actually. It's still pretty solid. I'm using a Ryzen 5 5500, which is basically like a 3600, but just a little bit better. And then I use Ryzen 7 7600s and 7600 XTs. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. For basically what it's worth.
至極光栄に成長を続け新たな技をひらめきました。ユミ、鎮魂の夢に沈みましょう。任務開始。隙あり。ちょっと何をするんですか。雪みたいにふわふわですか。あたいの前でそんな大胆に父を探してるのが悪いぜ。300連鎖突破。300連鎖突破。あふれる氷。500連鎖突破。あふれる。どうせもありません。いただいておきます。
Automod moment. I'm not sure what Automod did. I didn't check. All right.
桂木、舞い忍びます。鎮魂の夢に舞い散る。その手当たり次第に他人の体を触る癖は直した方がいいと思います。分かってないな。いいおっぱいを触った時のあのしびれる力が見な。ちょっと100連戦突破。なんだか触られたところが熱くなってきました。
Frantic mode moment.
やっぱり正義ということなの。
Yeah, it's not a bad configuration. It's actually pretty solid because I'm pretty certain stuff like that. Older hardware is generally going to last a little bit longer than newer hardware for the most part, but it really just depends on what you're going to do with it.
Yin, 鎮魂の夢に沈みます。
You're annoyed by the community's whole you need newest features mindset. You don't really need to. You don't need newest features, but you just need solid features. If it's solid, then you're good.
正義とは何なんでしょうか。忍び。わさり。わさり。存じません。貴様。ひばりに何をした？
Yeah.
忍び転身。貴様、ひばりに何をした？わさり。ごめんね、ひばり。せっかくもらったウサちゃんキャンディー。
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as long as it runs your games and you own your shit and you're happier. Own nothing and being happy implies the existence of owning everything and being angry. What the fuck?
しっかりしろ。やらせん。可愛いと思う気持ちが柳生さんを強くしたのでしょうか。つまり可愛いは全て正義のために。
I mean, as long as your stuff runs on your computer, you should be good. Only thing you've been wanting to try out is Linux is Deadlock. Last time you checked out Link 20 when it was doing really early access. Oh, I see. Yeah, I had one of my friends gave me or my acquaintance ended up just randomly giving me a Deadlock code. I didn't play it though. I have it now though. Okay.
学校を選択してくださいませんか。ヘビ女子学園。私にまつわる物語だ。負けるわけがない。いってらっしゃい。
Alright.
見て見て、みやび様よ。みやび様。飛ばすぞ。みやび、悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。任務開始。アスカ、ちょっと尋ねたいのだが。あ、みやびちゃん、どうしたの？珍しいね。私のことどう思う？
That's a lot of fucking damage, holy shit.
邪魔をするな。進め。
Oh, hi, Vinny.
Now look at this.
Safari.
My final message. Goodbye. Do you think I am cool?
You think I am cool? Super Dragon Ball Z is such a fucking good game. It is such a good game. Oh. She's only level 14, she's doing that much damage. That's crazy. Alright.
すっかりお面を落としてしまったんです。すみません、お面汚しすみません。
村雲、ちょっと相談があるんだがいいか。
答えられることなんて何もありません。すみません。
吹き飛べ。やって力が溢れそうだ。吹き飛べ。往生しろ。
Oh, they're all the way over there? Wow, what a great AI. I had to have missed one. Or a couple. Oh, there they are. Oh, there's more now. I'm frozen. Oh, shit. There you go. Can I finally leave this area? Thank God. Burst suppression deadlock seems to run really smooth so far. Auto things. Oh, that's good.
Shinovi.
Oh.
Tenshin. Uh-oh. Crazy that PewDiePie never using Linux. Only used Linux for like a little while. Somehow still knows more than Linus Tech Tips on Linux. On Windows it was a stutter fest. Well yeah, because Windows is being fucking vibe coded. It's gonna be an agentic OS. That means it's gonna be the opposite of immutable. It means you turn the OS on and it fucking breaks. Oh. そうなんですけど、あの方はいくら注意しても聞きませんから、もう諦めたんです。変わったやつが多いからな。まあ、私の身だしなみを直すのも諦めた方がいい。胸元を閉じて、もう少し露出を控えた服装をして、こう胸を張って、いいですわ。まるで殿方のようです。忍び転身。胸元を閉じてもう少し忍び転身。
Find Linus content funny like a normie would have avoided pop the second time after it burned him first. Really, now your Fedora and Kashi features burn into your mind. Ah, yeah. Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. Uh-oh.
ちょっと動きにくいな。ミカルガはこういう服装が好きなのか？え？好きだなんて、そんな困りますわ。みやびさんは女性ですし、それに私は殿方のようになる必要はないと思う。私もそんなつもりはございませんわ。それにしても素敵な殿方のようですわね。あまりこちらを見ないでくれるか。決着。なんだかイカルガの目が怖かったぞ。
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of shit on Reddit too. I've seen a bunch of stuff on Reddit and like in other places too, where people's like OSs have like done some crazy shit. One of the things that I saw was like when I was helping somebody out when they were like they decided to try Cache OS, and their fucking OBS got fucking obliterated. Not good. I had issues before with Linux Mint where it would do a random kernel crash every now and then, but like that was like it was not as consistent as like Windows would crash. Full on boot failures they managed to fix. You single kernel panic and audio volume resets that burnt your mind for 6+ months. Yeah, it could be like that sometimes. I think one of the reasons why I'm like on Bazite right now is because I just don't feel like fucking with too much shit. If random issues occur. So if you had money, that's fine. I mean, if you ever get Twitch Prime, you get a free sub, but that also requires money. So I appreciate the thought. I appreciate the thought, though. The only districts you can consider hopping from here, even though from what it fixes the broken up Bazite next OS. Next probably for a whole declarative concept, like the idea of Bazite Solid 2, that on a dedicated gaming box, treat it like a console. I mean, you could do that, yeah. There's also Chimera OS, which is basically Arch Linux, but it's immutable. I'm kind of, at first I was like kind of like skeptical about like how good an immutable distro would be. But it's actually much better than I thought it was. I think it's way better than I thought it was. I get it now. I get it. Like, I get it. Because, like, I couldn't hear myself think, that's why I turned the audio down. Oh my god. Yeah, Nyx feels like a Nito hybrid. It's like its concept just can't with the syntax sometimes. That's the only real... I think the annoying thing about Nyx is you have to go to the config file and then make your changes there and then reload and you have to do a bunch of things. It's crazy. At least with Bazite, if you have to install like an RPM package and do the RPM OS tree stuff, you can at least it does make you restart, but it lets you install it. There's no DNF inside uBlue or Bazite, but that is one of like the trade-offs, I guess. The other thing is like you can use Flatpak, app images, Brew. Brew's a good one. You just install scripts too. Really good stuff. And even then, you could just use DistroBox for a good chunk of things too. Which I have DistroBox set up on both computers. And since Fedora is a really good solid base, having DistroBox kind of handle a lot of things is also really good. And that's like one of the things I like about immutable distros is like if something terrible happens, you can kind of narrow it down a little bit more. Because like it won't affect your root files, which is good. So that's protected. Bazite also has secure boot support, which is good. And even then, like you can still do quite a bit. Firefox and Flatpak. I'm using Zen browser, so the thing is, like, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. You could still do like RPM OS tree install, and you can install like the base package for Firefox. It's just gonna be written to the image itself. That's the only difference. Like, you can still install base packages, it just requires you to restart your computer after you do it. You might even be able to do brew install Firefox too to get it too. Like, I'm not super concerned with the Flatpak stuff, because that stuff's gonna be patched out anyways. But if it wasn't like secure enough to be used, nobody would be using it. So you kind of have to like do some trade-offs. So I'm pretty certain you can still rice your system on Bazite. You just have to do it through like flat pack applications. Like when I was first using Linux, when I thought the idea of using a gaming OS, like specifically for that, like, oh, they're using that for their OS. Like, oh, how is that gonna work? Then all of a sudden I start using it, I start figuring things out, and I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad actually. I heard somebody saying, oh, they hated it when they used Bazite. They hated it. I'm like, you know what you were getting into. Because for most users, if you're going to use a Linux distribution, and I've had somebody disagree with me on this, if there was, I mean, if somebody's going to use a Linux distribution when they're first starting out, maybe an immutable distro would be good for them. That way they're not screwing everything else up. Because it limits the amount of things they can screw up. Like it completely limits the amount of things you can like break on your computer. Like for me, it's like I'm running like AMD cards, so when I'm doing updates on Bazite, it's not going to affect me as much. Apparently, there is an issue on Bazite if you have a NVIDIA card. If it installs the beta NVIDIA drivers, you're better off just rolling back and waiting until they like deploy the stable ones. I just think like when someone, okay, I'm just gonna say what I was gonna say earlier. Her design is cool. Yeah. It is. Yeah, basically what I was saying, like with OBS, like with Linux distributions, like if you're say you're gonna like try to sell a Linux distribution to a bunch of people, you got to make sure that there's some sort of level of like stability with it, right? And by definition, Linux is unstable because you can break it. In order to have like a super stable distribution, you have to make sure you're not able to easily break it. So having an immutable distro that you can have the option to make mutable would be the best option for a lot of people, because then it covers a bunch of bases on people like on the commercial side of things. it covers a bunch of bases where you have technical people who can turn that off, and then they can mess with the root files if they want. Then you have people who are not so technical, so they probably never need to turn it off. Which is something that an arch user, surprisingly, told me that was incorrect. I was like, oh, that creates dumb users. Like, no, it doesn't. Like, people have already moved. People were already using Windows before that. You can't get any dumber than that. Like, come on. Like, I was using Windows before that. And that's the thing, like, I sort of, like, disagreed with, because, like, they were like, oh, but, you know, this doesn't make any sense. Like, you're not going to be able to, like, manage your root files and everything. And I'm like, does that matter for a new user? It does not. New users won't care that much. They're not going to, they might rice their desktop, but they're not going to go as far as, like, changing the root file to do that. Or go through a specific thing to change their neo fetch or fast fetch thing on it. Like, they're not gonna go that far. Especially considering, like, they have just started on Linux. Right? Like if you're starting on Linux, your best option, and this is the general consensus now, it's either Bazite, Zorin OS, or Linux Mint. Like, those are the three that I can confidently say that people will have least issues on. But they're all for different reasons. And, like, you can still do quite a bit. There's even distributions where they just run everything through a distro box. There's, like, a distribution I found the other day where, like, they have Fedora as a base. They use Nix for most of their packages. They use Zix for packages. They use app images, flat packs, stuff like that. And they use DistroBox to run, like, Steam and a whole bunch of other things, which I think is crazy. So apparently you can pass your GPU over to get DistroBox, and it will just work. So there's also that. So, like, you're not as locked down as most people think when you're on an immutable distro. You just have to go a different way about things. Like, if I was gonna compile a game for, like, a decomp or a recomp, I could just load up one of my distro boxes and get all the, you know, necessary things for it, and then do the compiling or something. So, like, yeah, you just kind of have to take that into account with a lot of things. Huh? I'm fighting myself? That's interesting. Uh-oh.
私はあなたがよく知っている子。臆病で役立つ。もうダメ。技あり。もう本当にいらないのは私。
Okay.
やった。この力、新しい技覚えました。
Yeah, a lot of these girls do have good designs.
これを舞い掲げます。任務開始。いらないのは私なの。私なの。じゃあ、うるさい。もう忍び変身。舞い忍びます。最終戦勝負。あれ、ここは紫ちゃん大丈夫？どうしたの？ぼーっとして。技あり。こっちに。
Oh, there we go.
Good job!
Thank you.
でもいいの。ベベタン、一緒に帰る。どう？飛ばしちゃうんですか？
She's sleepy.
飛ばしちゃうんですか？褒めてもらえるかな。どんどん力が強くなってる。
Here, some chalky milk. Because you're epic.
おかえりなさい。
Thank you for the chalky milk.
私のお話みたいです。絶対激しくするよ。いってらっしゃい。Don't sleep.
Yeah, I know that's loud. Yes, the redeems are kind of loud.
悪の誇りを舞い掲げて。両悪の誇りを舞い掲げる。いざ火炎の魂に舞い散れ。
Does this work now? Does what work now? Oh, TTS? No, I didn't make it work yet. I haven't. Damn, it doesn't. Yeah, I haven't set it up. Sorry, I didn't set it up yet. After all this time, I didn't do it yet. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll work on that tomorrow.
仕事おしまい。
Yeah, I haven't set up TTS for a little bit now. So I've been kind of like all over the place lately. I have it set up where it works. I just have to go through Firewall D because I don't have GUFW on Bazite.
思いついたよ。
I'll have to like go through learning how to do that. Then TTS will work.
やだ、悪の誇りを倍かかげちゃう。
任務開始。
ねえ、みやびちゃん、ちょっと手伝ってほしいことがある。
That or I'll use TTL self for one of the two.
修行なら付き合う。
違うけど、みやびちゃんならいたくしてくれそうだから、それもいいわね。
Which I may try to get TTS helper to work since it is native to Linux. He's basically Dante.
みやび、悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。いざ、火炎の魂に舞い散れ。本気で来い、リョウダ。
その好戦的な手、強い口調。
忍び。
Uh
その好戦的な
oh.
手、
Oops.
強い口調。
There you go.
これはこれでね。でもダンスが諦められないの。任務完了です。
That's a winning animation. For sure.
いい評価だよね。リョウナちゃん、新しい技思いついたよ。
Kamehameha.
リョウナ、悪の誇りを舞い掲げちゃう。
任務開始。
早くご主人様を見つけないと。はあ、我慢できなくなっちゃう。それ、マミマミと。いやー、ご主人様。400連戦突破。どうする？500連戦突破。
Yeah, there's no graphic for that. Not yet, at least.
活躍、舞い忍びます。いざ、火炎の魂に舞い散れ。なんの。おいおい。しまった。
Does it cost 900? It's legendary. That's why.
なんてこと。くそー。
技あり。
忍び天心。桂木ちゃん、そのまま一緒にダンスを踊って。
決着。
ご主人様いつまでじらすの？そんなプレーなの？
Legendary Super Neko. 100%, yeah.
お仕事
Yep.
おしまい。
Yep. Yep. I just noticed my model has similar textures to Senran Kagura models. That's crazy. Very similar. Crazy.
任務開始。なんだかさっきから視線を感じるな。
この感じ間違いないぞ。絶対そうよ。そうに違いない。
なんだか寒気がする。
There you go. What the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck happened to the game? Loading? Uh-oh.
なんだ新手の資格か。
強くって面倒見が良くて。ホムラちゃん、あなたにはご主人様の資格があるの。
なんだ夜だこの変態。
やっぱりいいわ、いい感じだわ。
気持ち悪い。
Why am I allowed to do this? Oh.
忍び転身。
忍び転身。
Ah. Uh-oh. There we go.
なかなか楽しくて踊れる人は少ないのね。お仕事おしまーい。レオナちゃん、よくできました。レオナちゃんと新しい技思いついたよ。レオナ、悪の誇りを舞い掲げちゃう。
Alright.
任務開始。
ご主人様が見つかったらすぐに踊れるようにしてないとダメよね。エアご主人様と練習しておきます。命がけ。 親ご主人様と練習しておきましょう。伸びやかに。
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
鎮魂の夢に沈みましょう。最終戦勝負。決着。こんなドキドキしたこの感じ、ヒリヒリする肌の痛み。あなたは任務完了です。すごい、ユミちゃんってやっぱりすごい。氷の前に凍てつく視線。もうリョーナちゃんは飛ばしちゃうよー。飛ばしちゃうよー。リョーナちゃん、よくできました。リョーナちゃん、絶対強くなってるよ。
Alright.
Oかえり。
リョーナちゃんの物語だよ。
僕の速度についてこれるか。いってらっしゃい。
Operation Wiles that play as the Wukong woman.
やあ、みやび。僕だ。飛ばさせてもらう。イム、悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。任務開始。そんなに見つめて、私に何かついていますか。ユミは身のこなしが女性らしいのな。そうでしょうか。普段もそうだし、戦っている時もこう踊っているようにしなやかな動きだ。200連戦
Alright.
鎮魂の夢に沈みます。いざ火炎の魂に舞い散れ。意識したことはありませんが、日本舞踊をやっていたので、そのせいかもしれません。日本舞踊か。こうか。その滑稽な動きは何ですか。忍び天使。その滑稽な動きは何ですか。今笑ったな。いいえ、笑っていません。
Good.
しなやかな動きでみやびと一緒に踊るんだ。僕のすべてはみやびのために。みやびに認めてもらう方が嬉しいな。 喜んで新しい技をひらめいた。イム、悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。任務開始。しなやかな動きはなかなか難しいな。あ、なんだそのくねくねした動きは。質問で欲しいのか。違う。なんでそうなるんだ。命がけ。
Ooh. Rider kick. Rider kick.舞い忍びます。いざ火炎の魂に舞い散れ。おいおい、技あり。イムはさ、決着。これからは毎日揉んで魅力的になる。ヘビ女の誇りを取り戻すまで。みやびに認めてもらう方が嬉しいな。喜んで新しい技をひらめいた。イム、悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。終わり。舞い散らきます。いざ火炎の魂に舞い散れ。
あ、イムちゃん、痛いよー。かかった。
技あり。
イムちゃん、どうしたの？おっぱい押さえて。
ひばり。
忍び天使。
ひばり。なんでもない。
本当？ひばり心配だな。
本当だ。
もうやだ。
本当だ。忍び天使。本当だ。なんでもない。
本当？やったー。
技あり。
よかった。イムちゃん、なんで何も言ってくれないの？怒らせちゃった？
今ひばりのあまりのキラキラした笑顔に動揺してしまった。
何？
今の一瞬の上目遣い、屈託のない表情、これを可愛いと呼ぶのか。
ひばりは可愛くないよ。
決着。ひばりを泣かせてしまったが、これで可愛くなったのか。僕の全てはみやびのために。みやびに認めてもらう方が嬉しいな。喜んで新しい技をひらめいた。イ 悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。
Okay.
任務開始。シキ、ちょうどいいところに。急に頬を引っ張るな。もう命がけ。
もうイムチンってばいっつも表情が硬いよ。カッチカチなんですけど。痛い話って
硬くてもいいじゃないか。
硬いのも好きなんだけど、もっと柔らかいのもいいと思うんだよね。なんつうか女らしい感じ。シキ、鎮魂の夢に沈むっきゃないね。
いざ火炎の魂に舞い散れ。どうすれば女らしく柔らかい表情になれるんだ。
わかっ。やだ。
Like a boomerang.
サクちょっと。よし、これで一安心だ。ヘビ女の誇りを取り戻すまで。まあまあだな。喜んで新しい技をひらめいた。義務、悪の誇りを舞い掲げよう。任務開始。ブログに載って雅に見られたら僕はもう生きていけない。それだけそんなことが。覚悟。なんだではない。大事なひばりを泣かせやがって。忍び秀200連戦突破。余裕だな。
Okay. This might be the last one because I am getting tired.
野球最終戦勝負。こっちだって雅に嫌われるかもしれない一大事なんだ。負けてたまるか。お互い大事な人のために戦っているという。お互い大事な人のために戦っているということか。お前とは別な形で会いたかったな。立場は違える。立場は違える。
Oh, what the hell? I had no idea there was a matching segment in this. That's different. That's new. Didn't know that was even possible for a CPU to do.
僕のすべては雅のために。飛ばさせてもらう。
Okay.
飛ばさせてもらう。雅に認めてもらう方が嬉しいな。喜んでもらえるかな。
another one? There's one more. We'll just wait on that one. Okay, I saved. Okay. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. I'll catch y'all later. Thank y'all for stopping by for the stream. This was a little bit shorter than usual. We're about near the 2-hour mark, but it is what it is. I'll catch you later.